Payton, our next guest, got one of her first breaks in the music business right here on the morning news. I think it was Eyewitness Morning News back then, and has been a frequent guest over the past 2 decades. Here to share her memories of being on the show with Eric, we've got Amanda Shaw. We're so happy to have you, girl.
Good morning. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to be here and to talk about my friend Eric. And I mean, just like he was just such a, even though he wasn't a musician, he was a part of our music community, you know, and he was, I'd see him at all the events and everything. And I think even as a kid, I'd think to myself, I'd be like, wait, but we have to be at the morning show like in a couple hours, you know, but he'd be out there, you know, at all the shows and, you know, cheering everybody on. And anybody who ever asked him to host something, he was always there. He was always down for the cause. And, you know, he was so awesome and just such a great champion, yeah.
And we were talking about some of those memories. You can't help but laugh at a lot of them and just be like, Eric.
He was so silly. First of all, if he was here right now, I'd have to be like, no, I'm still not married. Like, that'd be the first thing I'd have to tell him right now.
But he said it not in the typical, like, you know, some of the mamas are like, are you married yet? Hurry it up. His was more joking.
Teasing me. He was always teasing me. I mean, just like all throughout my whole life. I mean, because I was a kid and then a teenager, you know, he just always had jokes about what boys I was dating or like whatever, and just like always teasing me and giving me some grief, you know, but in the best way ever.
I say he's everybody's little brother, even though he was older than us, right? And you were just talking about being on the show and, you know, just those memories that made you smile. And I think that's so sweet you share that, but over, you know, your whole career thus far.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like we said, one of my first times ever performing was here. I don't even know how I ended up here or why, but I do, the one thing that it'll just live forever in my mind is Eric just like, you know, motioning over and just like without telling any of the producers here or anything, had me at 8 years old read the sports section of the, and this is before there was like, you know, the monitors. And he had the papers and my 8-year-old self couldn't pronounce Zephyr, and I think it took the whole time, you know, 3 minutes of time, you know, for me to go Z. And he was just getting such a kick out of that.
I bet he was.
So yeah, just so many times, you know, come in here and yeah, mornings won't be the same without him, you know, but I know he'll be here every morning in spirit, you know, we'll remember him. So.
And he taught us well, so we will continue to be champions for all of you. And you know, we love you and support your career. And it's been great because I got introduced to all of you through him, so I got to see what he loves so much. And every time he was like, oh, Amanda's coming in, you could see him light up.
Oh, well, thank you. And we were talking about the second line, like how much he would have loved that. He would have been there. I mean, he would have been there having the best time at the second line. He loved
with everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he would have just loved that so much.
Well, and I'd be remiss, I know we're going to let you perform, but definitely check her out coming up November 16th, Saturday.
That's right, Beignet Festival. So that's going to be so fun. A tasty festival.
I know you're always busy, but hey, if you guys want to see her in person, which you absolutely have to, check her out.
I'm excited.
I want to do that. I'm going to let you take it away.
All
Go ahead, girl.